Hello everyone, this is your boy is back here and welcome to another interesting episode today, guys. In today's episode, I'm going to show you guys what is fair value gap, all right? The way that I see it, all right? And I will try to explain to you guys in the most simplest way on planet Earth. Yeah, you heard me. You can put that in the comments section, all right? And after that, I will take you to the charts and we will have a look at how they look like on the charts, how you can really identify them. And this is going to be a part one of a two series, all right? And in the second part, I will show you how to build a strategy around fair value gap and capitalize on it, all right? So guys, if you're excited about this video, so let's jump right into the video, okay? Let's do it. Okay, so guys, what is fair value gap? All right, this is how I define it. Okay, fair value gap is when you see a big candle, okay, and the previous candle before this candle, okay, let me put it in this way: between the previous candle, okay, and the candle after the bigger one, there is a space between the two. Okay, so let's take it again. Fair value gap is when we have a big movement of a candle, okay, and there remains a space between the candle before this big sharp candle or big candle and the candle after it. Okay, so when you look at the candle before this big candle and the candle after this big candle, you can see that in between them there is a space, meaning they are not close to themselves. That is where you see that there is an imbalance, all right? Okay, so in other words, fair value gap is also called imbalance. So some people like to use the word imbalance. There is an imbalance in the market. So when they talk about imbalance, all that they are just trying to refer to is fair value gap, all right? Now, if my explanation was quite nebulous, let me take you to not the chart. Let me try and design it for you, okay? Let me try and let you get it. Okay, so if we are looking at a bullish market, okay? If we are looking at a bullish market, okay? So an ascending market, okay? And right after this candle, we see this guy here, okay? And after this candle here too, we see this guy here, okay? Yeah, my candles like to have a little bit of stomach. Yeah, they feel it, they like it. Allora. So now, guys, do you see that between this candle here, the wick of this candle, all right, and the wick of this candle, do you see that there is a space in between them? These two guys, do you see that there is a space in between them? This is basically what we call fair value gap, all right? So this space here is the gap, all right? So for those that knows candlesticks anatomy, what we see here is the price open here, okay, then the sellers pull it down, push the market down, and buyers took over, okay, and the buyers pushed the market all the way up here, and the sellers brought the market down here, and price closed, okay. Then this new candle started, okay, this new candle started and it went down just a little bit. The sellers pushed it down just a little bit. Then it took off and it ran all the way up here. And guess what? Sellers didn't show up. That's why we don't have the wick. Okay, sellers didn't show up. Then it closed. Okay, the moment it closed here, a new candle opened and the sellers pushed the market all the way down and the buyers pushed the candle up. Okay, and they move it all the way up here and the sellers ate it up down here. Okay, so this is what we mean by candlestick anatomy. Now this is this is how you read the candlestick, all right? If you guys don't know how to read candlestick, you can let me know in the comment section and maybe I'll make a very in-depth video about it, all right? Now this is a bullish imbalance, okay, fair value gap. And the same thing applies to a selling market, okay? So then, okay, then we have this here, all right? So these guys are all black. Why black? Because we're going in the sell direction, okay? We're going down, all right? Good. So you see, same thing here between this candle before and the candle after this spike here. You see that there is a space in between them. This space is what we call fair value gap. All right, this space is what we call fair value gap. All right, guys, I hope with this my amazing artistic designs, I've been able to explain it to you, all right, to get it well. Okay, so if the definition wasn't that clear, I hope with the design I did a little bit well. All right, if it's still not clear, then now let's move to the chart, or as a matter of fact, let's get to the chart and let's identify some fair value gap areas. All right, now there are people who trade only fair value gaps, all right, because you can build a strategy around it, guys. As I say, you can make money even with the most stupidest simple strategy in the world. You can make as long as there is a winning logic to your strategy and you can prove it, guys. You can make money with it. All right, all that it takes is winning logic, entry, exit, and risk management. All right, if you guys have not watched my video on how to build a strong winning strategy, then make sure you go and watch that video. Right, now let's go on the chart. Okay, so all right, beautiful. Right on Euro USD, we see a fair value gap. All right, so guys, look at this. Let me zoom in a little bit. So now between this candle, do you see this candle and this candle? Do you see this big candle here? All right, now do you see we draw this is the space from the week. All right, we draw from the week, from week to week. Okay, or dependent, if this one was having a full body, then it will be the body to the week. Okay, now everything in between here is a fair value gap. All right, now the idea of fair value gap is this. Why is it that people are so interested in that? Because that means the market did not fill up well, because per the way the market is normally, inherently, it's supposed to fill up every position. The candles are supposed to be well constructed, one after the other. All right, so when, for example, when you look at this candle here and this candle here, do you see the black there? You see that the space in between them is very, very minuscule. You see, and this is how the market is supposed to be. If you see this one here too, between this candle and this candle here and this candle here, do you see that there's no gap? You see, this is how the market is. This is how the market is supposed to be. So every time you see a gap, like a big gap, you can capitalize on it. And that's what we will do in our second series. Okay, so we will build a strategy around this whole thing, this whole identifications that we will be doing in the market. Okay, so example, like here, you see the market is going in a downtrend, right? It's going in a downtrend. So the idea behind fair value gap is that now there's been an imbalance, there's been a space, there's a gulf in the market. So market, in a way or the other, sooner or later is supposed to get back in that zone or within that proximity and fill that emptiness, that vacuum. Then it will return to wherever direction it was previously going. That is the idea of fair value gap. All right, so this is one. Okay, now after we watch the second part of this video, we will understand how to build a strategy around these guys. Okay, now look at this one too. You see imbalance, space here. You see there's a space here and there's a space here. This one not that much. I won't capitalize on that. All right, like if I'm looking for a trading opportunity, I won't focus on that. You understand me? You want to see it, like you want to see the space well evident. All right, quite obvious. You want to see it big. Okay, so you see between this gap and this gap here, you see that there is a space. Okay, so what happened? you see that between here and here, this candle here, you see that there is a space, right? Now look at what market did. Market went down, right? Good. Now look at what happened. Do you see that in this space, market eventually returned in this space? That is the idea of fair value gap. So market was going down, right? Look, market was going down, right? And this gap was created, right? This gap was created, right? Market is bound to come back in that same area. And after that, what will it do? Continue back into the direction. Guys, let me put a disclaimer, all right? First of all, I'm not a financial advisor. Secondly, there is nothing as such as a holy grail strategy in this industry. Believe you, trust me, guys, any strategy has its flaws, all right? And this one too has its own, all right? So let's keep moving and let's find one example. You see here too, there was an imbalance in the market between this one and this candle here. You see, so here is it. Okay, so right on this week and this one too, right on that week. Okay, you see, and check this out. This is the gulf, all right? Do you see that market came down here? And what happened? Market returned in the whole zone, did what it had to do, and what happened? Market went down. Why? Because the market was downtrending. You see? So guys, this is the idea of fair value gap, all right? So you just have to go back in history and identify a lot of them, all right? And identify a lot of them and try to understand it, okay, with examples, okay? I hope I was able to help you to understand fair value gap, what it is, and you don't want to miss the next episode, okay? Make sure you check up on the next episode, fair value gap strategy, whereby we will critique a strategy around fair value gap, and we will use it as a strategy to make money in the Forex market. All right, so guys, if you did enjoy this video, smash the like button to help me. And also, if there is something that you did not understand, make sure that you leave it in the comment section and I'll be more than glad to assist you. Okay, if you want to fast track your trading journey and you need some day trading strategy or some swing trading strategy or one of the best indicators in the game, or a Forex robot to assist you, or if you need a mentor to guide you, guys, feel free and reach out to me on my Instagram and we will talk about it. All right, having said that, guys, I remains back, and guess what? I will see you in the next video. I approve this one as well, and stay blessed. See you.